ethnics. If you see, we have Ethiopia, more than 18 nations and nationalities who have their own identities. Still, they live under one umbrella, being as an Ethiopia. That is a connecting factor. So having this, we have Somalis in the eastern, we have, in the north Tigray, we have Amhara, Central, the big, number of Oromo and the other. So these all communities, all ethnic diversities, they live the beauty of diversity. That gives them strength. That is where emanates the strength. So failing to address this democratic rights, Ethiopia has engulfed into conflict. That vicious circle. Whenever we hear about Ethiopia, a land where there is civil war, conflict exists all. So that has been addressed once and for all in 1994 when we endorsed our constitution. Our Ethiopian constitution gives full right for all regions to administer its own affair. So the region that have got a democratic federal state, the state in which it is not, as others say, Ethiopia is really, we are moving in a developmental, democratic state where there is an evolution in which we all participate. We have a say. We have a say in any political, any economic, we have represented every corner. So our constitution gives, a game plus for a country to federal state where every region have representative in a federal constitution. Again, they have affairing determining their fate, even up to secession. So that is a right. That is a written constitution that have only got secession allowed in the world. It is Ethiopia. That comes from the history it have lesson. So if you close the door, now what will happen to us? We will break this and go. That is it. So if you open the door, a law in which we all exist together, so we'll love to exist. So that is how the magic for Ethiopia is peaceful currently. The other issue, basically, Ethiopia is a developmental state, developmental democratic state, where development is a base for us. If we don't get off poverty, backwardness, we will end up in conflict. So the time is very critical for us to develop. That is ensuring the policy that will mobilize all our people from one corner to the other. That will give us a policy of endorsing, trying to become very economic center based on the resource we have. Number one, we have in land. Second is human. So these are the basic assets for us. How we can manage. So one is limitation we have. We try to mobilize with our partners, especially other development and the New Zealand, that they have also a policy that we have taken from our tigers that have gone through. So we have learned in which they have been trapped, but we have a means to exit this one, to move into a fast, sustainable development. That's why Ethiopia has achieved for the last consecutive 12 years 11.5 GDP, which is the highest in Africa, which is the highest in the world, by the way. If you see the World Bank, IMF, this is the fastest growing economy in the world. We have 10 fastest growing economy in the world. Out of that, 6 belongs to Africa. This shows again, Africa is a hopeful continent. The perspective that they have about Africa is completely changing. All African sisters and brothers from all the corner, they come together with under one umbrella which belongs to them. We believe that we are the political center of Africa, and we are also helping all of our Africans during the post-colonial, pre-colonial time to get them independence from all over Africa. So we believe that that is a real Africanism, a real human to stand when they need you. So we have got that legacy of African Union being in Africa. Ethiopia is the legacy of Africa. Ethiopia did to Africa. So we're proud to deal as having African institution in our land, and that land is the Africa's land. It is no more others Ethiopia. So we believe that that value exists with us. And I can acknowledge different brothers from Africa today being here with us. I really acknowledge their presence as well. The other point I will raise with you tonight is maybe, the issue of peace and stability in our region. If you see Ethiopia, we are placed in Horn of Africa, second to Middle East, where there is a turmoil. Nowadays, there is a violence, in Middle East, some of the areas, and there is also violence in Horn of Africa, in our neighboring. So we believe that conflicts have got a cause. There must be an issue to address. There is a root cause. If you don't address the root causes of conflict, you will end up in vicious circle. So we need again a conflict resolution mechanism in which we can go out of that. And there is a problem everywhere in the world. We are contributing, if you know, Ethiopia is #1 peace contributing in the world, by the way. We have contributed the largest troops to South Sudan, the largest troops, Somalia. We have contributed in Burundi, Congo, DRC, again, other, outside Africa as well. We have the founding member of United Nations, in which we are the first independent, sovereign country representing Africa in that region. So we are, a country where we believe that the collective, piece of responsibility of the world. So what is happening in Ethiopia, what is happening in the region, the dynamics has an impact in today's New Zealand here as well. So it is all interlinked world we are. So we have to work. So in this regard, Ethiopia is working to achieve in which to try to establish, ensure peace of its own, peace of its neighboring, peace of the international. That is our duty of being international responsible member of United Nations and other world organizations. To touch on, so what is the problem in Horn of Africa currently in terms of conflict? If you see, the basic conflict that we have currently is in South Sudan. We have tried to resolve, going a long distance to resolve a South Sudan conflict, where currently the previous, ex-oppositions have joined, established the government. That is a good success story for IGAD member. The other story we have also, Somalia. Today I'm very proud of you as being a Somali Ethiopian to stand in front of you to say about the destiny of Somali, which belongs to a Somali people who live down there. So Somali is our neighbor. There we share a blood, we share history, we share culture. Some story says that Ethiopia has got hostility with Somalia, which is that mentality that have destroyed, even trying to break Somalia to establish a long relationship with Ethiopia, with the rest of the Muslim country as well, as a brother from other countries, Saudi Arabia and other things. I'll come later on, little bit on the Islamic, issues relationship with the rest of Ethiopia, with the rest of Middle East. So that happened. Basically, it's touched. We try to ensure we sacrifice that. Our children, our military die, sacrifice for the cause of, others. Why? We believe the peace in Somalia is the peace in Ethiopia. We go there. If Somalia is not grown, it's not like, there is some gap. Never in history, you don't find in any country, the countries grow together. The country collectively grow together. So it is regional integration in which you grow with it. Do you know the best communities for our goods now? #1 is Somalia. It's nothing else. If Somalia doesn't grow, we don't grow. That means we share all destinies together. Our fate is connected. There is no choice that we have to grow. We have to avoid the hostilities between us that have been embedded by colonial or any other peoples who doesn't like the region to grow. So we have to leave those histories. Let's write a new history. Do you know that Ethiopia is #1 refugee center in Africa? We have 750,000 refugees in Ethiopia. They are from Somalia, they are from South Sudan, they are from Eritrea. We believe that these people, this is a home there, people. Every one of you, maybe who are Somali, you have touched Bolemikai. How do you feel when you are in Bolemikai? Are you feeling that you are outside your country? I am quite sure you will share with me. You feel that you are in your own country. This is a sentiment that we have. We don't mean that. This is really a reality that exists in Ethiopia. So we welcome everyone. That is, we believe today is this, tomorrow it will change. So this is a history where we have to build together, where we all, our destiny is connected together. We need each other. So the other history that we share with the Middle East, by the way, it is a history. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he sent his, followers, he didn't send to anywhere. He sent to Ethiopia. Go to Ethiopia, a land where you can get a safe haven, where the king will save you, where they couldn't get, their shelter in Middle East. The follower go to Ethiopia, to the Negus, which is the kingdom at that time, King Nagashi, who was welcome. He said, they came even after that. There are followers. These people ran away from you. Why don't you put them in, bring us, give us back to them? I can't give you because they are asylum seeker. We can't do this. You can see in how the value is. I can't give you, these are the asylum seeker. So, okay, come up and bring your justice causes together. They put the cause. The causes of the asylum seeker wins in front of the king, where they remain. Even there are nowadays, what you call yards in which there are followers of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They remain inside Ethiopia. They are the first outside the Saudi. The two, blessed mosques and the other mosque. So the fourth mosque in the world exists in Ethiopia. Every one of you, hope you will visit one day. And that is a good, where we have a strong linkage with a Muslim country. We believe that we are proud, we are Muslim and Christian exist today, coexist. We are a multicultural country in which the diversity that you see, more than 80 nations, nationality exist together in peaceful. So it is a country where everybody has been acknowledged as being human. And we are also, I'm very proud to see some national here today who are tracing back from Turkey. Turkey is, by the way, our number one investors in different manufacturing sector, number one in Ethiopia in terms of values. So they have got a big complex in our country. They believe that is investing. Even his President Erdogan, when he came to Ethiopia, the first year in 2016, 2015, he began his visit to Ethiopia. This shows the importance of Ethiopia to that country. So,
please, Ambassador, Erdogan is not good. Don't say anything positive about him.
Sorry. So, and to put in a nutshell, I would like to, I've taken too much time. Just to give you a little bit where we are and where we are heading.